Today I'm going to be teaching y'all how to make sauteed collard stems. Collard stems are one of my favorite fall/winter treats. We cut a lot of collards at the berry patch, and they save the stems for me because I like to eat them raw. And one of my cousins pickled some collard stems, and I said, well, I'm going to try sauteing those and see how they are. So this is my first time. I have some butter melting in my pan, and I have a whole onion that I've diced, and I'm going to saute that, and then I'm going to chop up my collard stems and add them to the sauteed onions. As I mentioned, I do love to eat raw collard stems. They're very sweet, especially after the frost has hit them. They develop a natural sweetness, and they're very tender. And I suspect a lot of people would like them if you just tried them. And they're great with ranch dip. So what we do is, of course, there was a collard leaf on here before, so we just strip the leaf off and then we cut those to sell in our bags of pre-cut collards. And I'm just going to dice these. So I've got some of my collard stems in. I'm not adding them all at once, so I won't overcrowd the pan. I've always been a pretty unusual eater, well, unusual by today's standards. I've never been a chicken nugget type of girl and French fry type of girl. So when I was a baby, I would crawl in the cabinets and get out raw potatoes and raw onions and eat them. And I've always had tremendous teeth, so I guess there was a reason for that, so I could eat raw stuff. But anyway, I'm sauteing my collard stems. I've added some salt. Collard stems are extremely nutritious. They hold a lot of your nutrients. They have a lot of calcium in them. So if you have osteoporosis or trying to prevent it, it's a good way to get some extra calcium. And I'm not sure if I'm going to add soy sauce to these or not, or even some roasted unsalted peanuts. I may do that as well. I'm going to saute all of these and see where we're at with tasting, and then I'll decide what I'm going to do next. So I've sauteed the collard stems with the onions and butter, and I did incorporate more butter because they were getting kind of dry, but you could also do water to help steam them and soften them up a little more. But to me, I like them kind of on the crunchy side. So I tasted them just with the butter and salt, and they were kind of bland, but still good. So I thought, well, these would be good done like I do my collard recipe, and those that follow that know that I saute bacon and onions together, so you could add bacon and onions with this. Tonight I thought I was going to use soy sauce, but I was out, of course. So I have some teriyaki sauce that I added to it generously, and I let that cook a little bit, and I also added some fresh ginger, but if you don't have that or don't like the flavor of ginger, you don't have to do that. And then I'm going to add dry roasted peanuts, unsalted, that I got from Aldi. So give this recipe a try. If you need any collard stems, let me know. I'll be happy to save some for you. So we've got the ultimate taste tester right here. I've added the peanuts. I can't eat food often without nuts, right, Lee?
Mm-hmm.
So let's see what he thinks about them, since I added the ginger and teriyaki sauce and peanuts.
I like the soy sauce, but I don't like it. I'm not the nuts. Teriyaki. But I don't like nuts on food. But they do have a lot more flavor than they did last time I tasted them.
So do you give that a happy dance?
Yeah, happy dance.
You got to say happy dance and turn
Happy
around.
dance, happy dance.